the leading rusher in the Big Ten last year, over 1,200 rushing yards. But here you are, opting to come back for your senior season. How hard was that decision for you?
At first, it was a lot. It was definitely difficult, but then just leaned to the people that were in my circle, my support system, my family, teammates, obviously. And after a while, a bunch of guys that decided to come back, and I think it just made more sense for me to come back one more year, help guys, and help this team, this program, finish out on the right note from the guys that came in my year, and to just go out with a better feeling. Honestly, we made it to the Pinstripe Bowl last year, and then now we're trying to do bigger and better things.
Yeah, winning record. You said the bowl game victory. How do you build off of that into a new season?
I think we just came back with a different hunger this offseason. We attacked it from the get-go. The bowl game ended like the last week of December, and then had a few weeks break because it's a long year, training all year round. So like you just need a break to get away. And then once we got going, we hit the ground running. So guys are just hungry to do more. We got a little taste of success and going out with the bowl game win, but it's not our final goal. So we're trying to do better.
The rushing production speaks for itself, but when you turn on the tape, you are maybe the angriest pass protector in the country. How much pride do you take in that aspect of your game?
Yeah, definitely a lot. Like you said, pass protection to me is a big part of the game. It's been something that's been instilled in me since I was young, growing up playing football. My coach used to say, if you want to get the ball in the run game, you got to be able to protect the quarterback in the pass game as well. So, something I definitely take pride in, and I think it's just something that since I put so much detail and focus into it, that when it comes to game day, I'm able to just like hone in and let loose everything.
I know it makes Coach Schiano super, happy
For sure.
to see
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
What's
for
your
sure.
favorite part about playing for him in this program?
I think it's playing for coach is demanding, but I tell people all the time it's really rewarding. If you stick with it, and he's taught me a lot in my 5 years now, playing for him, and I couldn't be more grateful for it.
You forced 73 missed tackles last year in one season. What are you doing in the weight room and in the off season that's leading to this kind of production?
Coach Jay Butler, strength and conditioning coach, he gets us right, and whether it's power clean, squatting, benching, like he gets your body feeling at its most optimal point, and I think it really just allows me to just go out there and just play. Like I'm not thinking, I want to do this or that. I'm just playing freely out there. My O line's blocking well for me. I can see a seam, and it makes it easy for guys to just bounce off of me.
And in this run game, it seems like you had so much production in the inside zone. What about this scheme is tailored so well to your strengths where you've had so much success in inside zone?
Yeah, inside zone. I was just telling somebody else like it's plain, it's boring. People just go into that play side gap and all that. But for me, I'm very a patient runner, and I like to let my blocks kind of set up for me. And my O line does a great job of what they do. And whether it's combo blocks or if we don't get any combos and everybody's just working to one man, it allows me to just get a picture to go anyway with the ball. So inside zone, although it's basic, it gives me a lot of options.
So you get a transfer quarterback in Kaliak Manis. What have you gotten to see from him in such a limited time?
His work ethic. Yeah, like when he got here in the wintertime, he kind of just hit the ground running. And one thing that coach does well with transfer guys is that he makes sure they're a cultural fit. And Ethan and his brother Dino as well, who came with him from Minnesota, they just assimilated perfectly into the culture we have here. And they're great locker room fits too. They're great, funny guys, and we get along well. But his work ethic for sure.
So 4 new teams in this
Yeah.
conference. It feels like a big change. How much excitement does that bring? But also, what are the challenges with those 4 new teams arriving?
I don't say challenge. I think it's more just opportunity. 4 different faces you get to see. After a while, you kind of feel like you played everybody, and we've gone away with the East and West type of thing. So now it's all just one conference, and we get to play some West Coast teams this year, playing UCLA and USC. So it's gonna be fun. Just being able to go against those guys.
So I know your parents are originally from Cameroon. What was it like when you and your brother started playing American football? Did they think you guys were crazy?
Yeah. So my mother didn't want us to originally. Yeah, football to them is soccer.
Right.
That's what football is. So when they were introduced to the game, my mom was worried about injury. Obviously, of course, she didn't want her babies going around with the helmet and running into people. But she was eventually convinced, and my brother started off playing, I think, in 6th grade, and he was pretty good at it. And then I said, Mom, I want to play too. I started playing in 3rd grade, and then we just became a football family over the years.
Speaking of your brother Kevin, great career at Villanova. He got a taste of the NFL. Him making it to the NFL, how has that inspired your own dreams of being a pro?
Yeah, I've been watching my brother play football since I was, a young kid. He's the reason why I wanted to play football originally, just seeing the fun that he had with it. And I was always kind of just chasing after him. I just wanted to always be better than him, and he pushed me to be better, whether it was, setting the standard high and then me wanting to grab for it, or him actually helping me vocally and verbally being there for me as like a mentor for me. So, yeah, it's just been somebody that I've always wanted to chase and be better than.
You're one of the true workhorse backs in this conference. Is there a different mentality you have to have going into a season, knowing, listen, I might need to take the ball more than 20 times today. I got to keep my body right. Is there just something different about that approach as that kind of player?
Yeah, I mean, being a running back in this league, I mean, the Big Ten is gritty. You know, it's tough and hard-nosed football, and week in and week out, you're going up against a great defense. It feels like every week. So, definitely taking care of the body, like you said. But you know, my guys up front take a good job, or do a good job of taking care of me in that aspect. You know, I'm taking hits, but you know, the seams are there for me to make plays, and you know, I got other running backs in the room that are doing a great job. Sam Brown and Jashawn Benjamin that just came in last year that is on the scene a little bit, and you know, we're just looking forward to being able to be the workhorse of our offense. Yeah.
What's different about this Rutgers team heading into 2024?
The difference, I say, is just another year of maturity. You know, we got the core guys back. We didn't lose too many guys except for, you know, Max and the guys that didn't have any more eligibility. But, you know, everybody's back. And for the offense, you know, Coach Rock is the second year in the offensive scheme for us. And, you know, people say the biggest jump in your scheme is obviously from year 2 of installing it. And I see it already in the offseason. You know, guys are more comfortable, more confident in the offense. And I think that'll allow us to play smarter, play faster, and make us better players at the end of the day.
When your college career is over, what will you look back on fondly at Rutgers, something that you just loved about the program over the years?
The relationships and just all the crazy stuff we did in terms of like working out. Like I think we work harder than anybody in the country, and you know I have friends that play at different schools, different programs, and we'll compare like, oh, we did this today, we did that, and like you know whatever I said to whatever they did is always like 10 times as hard. It feels like. So I think just like my group of brothers we have here, when we look back, you know, 10 years from now and say, oh, remember when we used to do that with JB and you know what Coach Schiano used to make us do at practice. It'll just be the fun memories that I always hold on with me forever.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you having me.
Thanks, man. Good luck this season, all right?